Hello, this is the Watchdog. Welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the Benyar BY5212. Let's start with the wrist check. I'm wearing this Cadison C7064 homage to the Mission to Saturn Moon Swatch. And Greg was wearing my Addie's Dive 80-2070. Grogo said he watched a movie about a man sent to kill a llama herder in the Amazon rainforest who had gone totally insane and is frequently kissing his flock on the mouth. It's called Alpaca Lips Now. All right, let's take a look at the watch. Comes in this typical Benyar box with all the Benyar goodies. And here it is. Isn't this a fun, nice looking watch? With all this sparkle to it. Yes, I normally don't buy watches that are all sparkly and blingy, but this one is kind of fun. I really like it. So, not that I would wear it as a daily, but it would make a nice dress watch. Another Benyar on my channel. I've been pretty happy with Benyar lately as they've been using 4 Hertz movements on their watches. I don't know if this 5212 is supposed to be homaging something or not. It kind of has a Royal Oak vibe, but has a dodecagon bezel instead of an octagon and has slots on the bezel instead of screws. So I wouldn't call it a Royal Oak homage. This watch is all about the bling, and it has a glitter texture on the bracelet, bezel, and top of the plated alloy case. This sparkle is very well done and quite fun to wear, as it is enough to look blingy, but not so overdone to look tacky. Also, I'm not the biggest fan of skeleton dials, but this one looks about perfect, as the underlying movement is quite attractive. This watch comes in 4 different colorways. You can have rose gold or silver tone glitter cases and bracelets. In silver, you have a choice between blue or black rehots. The gold gives you a choice between white or black rehots. The rehots are so inconsequential that it probably doesn't matter what you choose. The watch is 41 millimeters if you measure at the flats of the bezel, but 42 millimeters if you measure at the case. So it's a fairly big watch. 48 millimeters long, but 57 millimeters if you count these fixed end links. But at least they're inverted. It's 13 millimeters thick with a flat crystal. Has a 20 millimeter lug width if you actually look at the lugs. So you could put this on a strap if you really wanted to, but not another bracelet. And it weighs 138 grams on this plied solid bracelet with 2 links removed. Yes, I only removed 2 links. They're fairly big links, but only 2. The bezel's a dodecagon, so that means it's 12-sided. And it's got the sparkles up top, and it's shiny on the sides. And it's got these little slots here. So it's a nice looking bezel. Then we have the dial. We have a rehot chapter ring with the indices and the minute counters. And it looks nice. Then we have a double at the 12. And then we have the Benyar name printed on this little plate up top of the skeleton dial. And then we have the skeleton dial. And then we have the hands. We have skeleton hands with fairly large loom tips. Then we have an unloomed running second hand, and there's no date and no ghost date. The crown is an unsigned push-pull. It's a little small. I wish it was a little bigger so it'd be easier to wind, but it's not horrible. Then we have the crystal. We just have a flat mineral glass. Nothing special about it. It does the job. And then we have the case. The case is a plated alloy because this is a Benyar. As you can see, it's brushed, but you got that certain shine to it that just screams chrome plating. But it looks nice, though. And it's got the little sparkles on the lugs here. And it's got these little sparkles up top. So it's a nice looking case. It's a little thick, but that's okay. It's not too thick. Then we have the case back. We have a display case back, and it says Benyar stainless steel. Of course, stainless steel means the case back and not the case. Not the case. And that gives you the 30 meters water resistance, and then gives you the model number. Since it's only 30 meters, I'm assuming this is a press-on case back, but I guess I never tried. Let me try that real quick. Now I tried the case back. It is a screw down, so I was able to start unscrewing it with my case back wrench. So that's nice. That way, if you do have to get to the movement, it's a lot easier than popping something off. I was kind of surprised you only get 30 meters of water resistance then. But then again, this really isn't the type of watch you're going to take in the pool, because you're just going to end up scratching it up. So who cares? Underneath the case back is the BY5212 movement. This is a 4 hertz movement with a unidirectional rotor. And it hand winds and it hacks. When I first started my channel, most Benyars didn't hack, but as you can see, this hacks. It's funny how it takes a second for the balance wheel to stop. So always nice to have a hacking movement, just easier to set. So let's go ahead and put it on the time grapher and see how it's doing. Here it is on the time grapher. As you can see, it's running about 10 to 8 seconds slow. There's no beat error, so that's great. Amplitude is looking high, so that means I probably don't have the lift angle right, but I tried to look up the lift angle and I couldn't find it anywhere, so don't trust that amplitude setting. But no, 10 seconds isn't bad. Now it's inconvenient that it's slow and not fast, because that means when you do go to set it after it drifts for so long, you gotta actually have to move the hands. With a fast movement, all you have to do is hack it and wait for time to catch up. The bracelet is a 3-link and it's solid, but if you look at it, it doesn't look like it's steel. It looks like it's chrome plated also. So it's unusual to have a chrome plated bracelet. Most bracelets are steel because some people have an allergy to chrome. So if you're that type, then you might want to avoid this watch. And then the end links, they are solid, but they're kind of unusual because they're fixed to the case, and so they make the case seem bigger, but they are inverted once you get past the case though. Then we have push pins, not screw pins, and these push pins came out really easy. This was really easy to size. Then we have a butterfly clasp. So I like the bracelet. I don't have any issues with chrome against my skin, so it's not going to bother me. Here's the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. That looks nice. That wears nice. It's kind of thick, but not horrible. So it sits fairly flat on the wrist. I only removed 2 links though, and these links are rather large. So maybe 8 1/4 is the best you're going to do without needing more links. And when it comes to watches in this price range, I don't know if you can actually ask for more links or not. Of course, my solution for watches that are cheap enough or affordable enough is just buy 2 of them and rob the links off of one and put the other one on a strap. But I don't know if you want to do that with this watch. I guess it would look okay on a black strap. Maybe a crocodile that was nice and shiny. But the bracelet makes the watch, all the bling on the bracelet, so I don't know if you'd want to put this on a strap. Here we are in the loom room. This Benyar's loom is a bit different, and it isn't bad considering on most Benyar's loom is an afterthought. As we split the time, we see that instead of having loomed indices, we have a blue BGW9 colored loom chapter ring, which is doing pretty good for a Benyar. Unfortunately, the green C3 colored tips of the major hands are not near as bright and fading fast, but due to the negative effect of the chapter ring, you can tell where the minute hand is even when it's completely faded. You don't have that luxury with the hour hand. What I like about this watch, stunning looks and nice wearability. I like this bracelet with the sparkles all over it. It has a 4 hertz automatic movement that's running fairly accurate. And I really like this nice skeleton design. I'm normally not a huge fan of skeletons, but it really works on this watch. What are my gripes and groans? Bracelet is too short. I'm going to remove 2 links. And there's no half links or anything for a proper fit. And these are big links, so your mileage may vary. And the hand loom seriously underperforms the chapter ring loom. Do I recommend this watch? Sure, this watch is great. I really like the glitter finish, and it would still be a great looking watch without it. Well, thank you for watching my review of the Benyar BY5212, and I'll be back with an unboxing. I got 2 more watches from AliExpress. I'm really way behind on reviews now. I got so many review watches to do. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel. And if you like this watch, be sure to use my affiliate link so I can get a tiny commission and eventually get a Steinhardt on this channel. And I'd like to thank my Members Choice members. Here you are. At the last time I checked, there's only 5 of you, but that's one more than 4, which I've had for a while. And I have not sold a Members Choice watch yet, so hopefully that sells soon so I can put another one up for vote. Bye.